365 days of growth. When the calendar changes to 365, be it by faith or may it be universal, the aim of growth in the life is for each individual and temporal. Day 1, you wake up afresh and smile at you in the mirror. Then blow a kiss and cherish your beauty, unfiltered and natural. Day 2, it's evening. As the sky falls down, your hopes too start dropping. But in moments such as these, you need to hold up your crown. Day 3, you're claustrophobic. You feel you are stuck. In those moments, inhale deeply and wish yourself all the luck. The fourth day, it's time to bed, and the silence seeps in, loneliness within you. Instead, you will find your happiness within. The next day, you wake up with a lump in your throat and feel unease. But grab some courage and ask for forgiveness. It won't make you small, rather, let all the guilt release. On all the Saturdays, revise the work you started and correct all the errors that you have done. Learn from them after making it perfect. The Sundays should be dedicated to rest. Practice some of the carnivalesque. Gather all the energy lost and refresh. Meet yourself to bring out your abilities at their best. The day after, you rack your brain and push yourself to achieve that you did set so high that aim. You turn off the light switch. With the dawn, they appreciate you for being perfect in your skill. The consequent day fills inside me a huge rush of energy. I exercise and extend my body's limit, expanding its flexibility beyond its permit. Though the next day, for perfection I do strive, it doesn't mean that I don't realize, recognize, and accept my body that don't fit into my standardized image yet. From the Saint Valentine of Rome, we learnt the lesson of love. He went against the edict of Claudius. He was executed for carrying out execution of marriage between romantic couples. The women gained suffrage on 8th of March. They fought for their rights against the Soviet government. We see and learned from them how they conduct global march on their day every year to spread awareness. On the morrow, we celebrate through exchanging folly. The first or fourth month, the lesson of hysteria it spreads and shades the whole mood as jolly. Another day starts. You meditate, and your mind and body reinstate. It makes it easy for you to meet the end, and you turn into an individual more work efficient. It's mid-noon of another day, and you sit with folded arms, head laid down on your knees. Tears flow down from your eyes, recalling all the hurt. Forgive and be at peace. On December 18th of 2007, the UN passed a resolution. Since that day, we all give autism recognition. Awareness is spread by the designated organization who enlightens us with the knowledge of this condition. The Good Friday is not as good as its name is, and it should have been. From Christ, we can only learn one lesson: to love each human. From this day, Christ turned sacred and holy due to his crucifixion. 25th December, the day he took birth, became an annual celebration. His sacrifice and being gave inspiration. Being unselfish, you plant a sapling as you are concerned to save the earth. A few days later, almost a week, you get inspired by the hard work of a laborer. It's the International Day of Humanism. Show your concern towards others' condition. Later, save both humans and the environment. You are dependent on both for your sustenance. Though a day has been dedicated to the well being of pet, yet assure the good health of your mate. For doing this, one doesn't need to wait for World Mental Health Awareness Day. On the day that does follow, you wake and think of strategies to increase your production flow and implement them to enhance your economy. Another day, and they smashed you down with no fault of thine. Stand against bullying using all your might, strength, and power. As Amanda Wingfield says, rise and shine. It's the morning of next day, and your head severely aches. You recall how you nearly escaped from getting hit by a car while toddling in the street, and how the smoking butt of the cigarette between your fingers dropped on your hand. You recall the pain and look at the spot. It aches yet. You are hit with the realization. You become strong and take a decision to stop drugs and alcohol consumption. A realization hits you the next day. Your positivity will attract more positive souls to you. Befriend those souls and stay mutually helpful and true. With them, celebrate each day and enjoy your connection on the day assigned to this celebration, widely known as the Friendship Day. Next morning, your eyes open to the news that some genders are getting negative views. Their enjoyment on their sexuality is kept at halt. At least you treat them as humans, realizing none of it is their fault. Another day, you turn the page of the newspaper only to witness a news about the slaughter of the people belonging to minority on an issue that is far from major. Read this and understand your decision can result into major dire consequence. The day after, you explore your body and churn out the contents in store. You inculcate inside yourself positive energy and throw the negative out of your soul. The consequent night is dedicated to your body's maturation. You seek pleasure from yourself and dwell into your body's celebration. The afternoon of the next day, you are in the auditorium of your school, where in the past you used to study. You spot your teachers and bow before them in gratitude. The noon of the day after, you sit and ponder over the struggles one goes through in life. You feel grateful for your father who earned and cared for you along with his wife. Yet another day, you think, understand, and feel grateful, for it's the day when you were born. You realize that everyone doesn't have Such a good fortune to be able to be brought into this world. The next day, realize that if you are gifted with the ability to create a new life and desire to introduce them to the earthly sphere, first, you should thank the nature for granting you this rare candidature. The next day, during evening time, the water in your home is supplied. You turn on the tap and go away from the spot, the water starts to overflow. You regret the incident and learn that water shouldn't be blown, whatever might be the reason. Another night, you are tired of the smiles that you pass to the world to hide your depression. Keep trying to stay happy whilst the strive and be childlike as in regression. The General Assembly of the UN accepted the UK's resolution to strengthen the ideals of peace, and their commemoration was through World Peace Days observation every year on September 21. Since then, every nation tries to maintain peace in every situation. Since February 7, 1992, we have started to recognize the issues that are faced by men too. We celebrate their manhood and thank them for what to the society they contribute. We ensure that their emotional, mental, physical being is good and inculcate into the young ones more human values. Next day, try to become emotionally intelligent. Initiate to check on yourself a conversation. Seek out the resolution to every situation. The next morning, you stand in your college, and while you wonder, you see a girl standing with expression of wonder. You go to her and try to comprehend what she wishes to convey. You conclude your language is different, but it's important for you to understand her message. You surf the books in the library and on the internet and help the girl through replying to her query after learning her language. Another day, in your balcony, you sit idly and ponder deeply, then conclude immediately, recalling the person who committed forgery against you. You decide that it's all trickery. You will never again trust anyone from the human community. This thought flashes in your mind repeatedly. But then, if everyone thinks similarly, how will we sustain humanity? Therefore, you should place your trust, but analyze the behavior of everyone carefully to prevent yourself from treachery. Turn your dream into a truth. Buy a small shop to inaugurate your business that is initially minute. Set up the shop on the first day. Buy the accessories and arrange them in the shop within maximum 7 days. Be honest throughout the business and develop it through with patience. Try to establish it successfully within 31 days at a proximity. Be honest while the business practice and slowly maximize the shop's space. Turn it into a building and then estate. Spread your empire across the state. That will take, for a start, at least 60 days. Now you will have a major responsibility to take. This empire now you will have to manage. The accident left both paralyzed, your body and your soul. Get moving, push yourself harder, and gather more energy with greater force and enthusiasm, and see your finger of your strong right leg flicker, which gives you more hope and spirit. You only need them to quit walking with stick. Now walk in the manner similar for 30 days at least to get back strong running on your feet. You wish to score better but are not able to recall, comprehend, repeat, and write to make everything register inside your head. Try all the strategies and strive to be able to, in exams, score better. 30 days of practice will turn your marks better. This day, you are an intern. You are sent not only to learn, but to teach, so that the children can reach to the mental understanding required for memorizing and comprehending the level consisting difficult lessons. You learn to make learning fun. You have to repeat for another 30 days this procedure before continuing your studies to become a teacher. As soon as you wake up next morning, you thank nature for the blessings that are bestowed upon you as organs and come together to form you as a human. You realize it's your responsibility to keep them in a good condition. This day, you start with drinking more water for overall hydration. The day consequent, as soon as you rise, you feel thankful to be blessed with your eyes, which have a very sharp sight and are in a perfect condition to give you an unfiltered perception of the appearances in nature and human, and give you automatic indication along with practicing their involuntary function to protect themselves in an extreme situation. From today, you provide your focus and attention in providing your eyes adequate nutrition. The next evening, you are standing near the waves of the ocean and you hear the sound of the water, which, with energy most severe, hits at the rocks that stand immovable and create a sound pleasurable, which you hear and feel blessed for the senses that make you such able. The day after, you start with eating healthy in the morning and in the evening. When you meet your friends after the office meeting, they hold a mini party for the gathering that after so many days were meeting, and your belly at the time you gratify with the foods that your taste satisfy. The next day, you get back to eating according to your established healthy routine. You gain nutrition from the fresh fruit and eat the veggies which make you feel full. Another day, you read that people are getting admitted into a hospital because of poor digestion. As the news states in the newspaper, they are suffering in that condition due to getting food poisoned. You feel thankful that you have never been in the position to find yourself in such a situation. On the next page, you read that people are dying as they are unable to fulfill their need to feed themselves and their family with food good and healthy, As you walk on the street later and witness a beggar asking for food to quench his hunger, you buy him food to fill his gaster and take him to a suitable rehabilitation center later. Also, you donate some amount in thousand so that it provides some help to the institution to provide their inhabitants with better nutrition. You apply your intellect and provide intelligent ideas which your old boss implements, and the company shows development in its economy and reputation and gets renowned worldwide as being the best in its specialization and for its increased turnover and rapid growth within 26 days. And in case the Earth has fulfilled the four times revolution across its orbit round the Sun and its state 366, then you must cherish the growth you have so far accomplished.